This is the second video for March 8th. We're looking at the asymptotes of rational functions. Previous case, we looked at where horizontal asymptotes would occur. This case, we're going to look at slant asymptotes, and we're going to do two examples of this. So if the degree in numerator is bigger than the denominator, if the degree in the numerator is bigger than the one in denominator, then we will have a slant asymptote. But we have some work to do. In order to figure out our slant asymptote, we have to divide our functions, because this is something over something, and it does divide. To do that, we're going to use synthetic division. Now I'm going to rewrite our function. We have a degree exponent of 2, exponent of 1. We need exponent of 0, so plus 0, x plus 1. Now let's do synthetic division. Here in the corner would be -1 because we're dividing, -1, dividing by x plus 1. Then we list these coefficients, so 1, -1, and 0. And in order to do synthetic division, we have 1, -1 times 1 is -1. Add those, you get -2. 2, and our remainder is 2. So what this means is here we had a degree of 2. When we divide, we take one less, so it's degree of 1, or just 1x. 1x minus 2, plus, since our remainder is positive, 2, and we divided by x plus 1, we had a remainder of 2, so we write this as 2 over x plus 1. So this is how we can rewrite our function by doing our division. And what's happening here is this part here that is not in a fraction anymore, this is our slant asymptote. So this function, I'm going to write whatever this function has a slant asymptote at y equals x minus 2. And you might be thinking, well, how do we graph that? We're going to have to use y equals mx plus b in order to graph this. And we'll see how we can do that. All right. I'm going to show one more example of slant. So here, if we want to determine all our asymptotes of the, if you have questions about that, pause it, go back, ask me questions through Remind Up, email, all that. Here we can determine our vertical asymptote. We know that x can't equal 1. But let's see if it factored. We say x, this factors x minus 2, x plus 1, over x minus 1. Nothing factored, so we know we have a vertical asymptote. X equals 1. Nothing factored, so that's our vertical asymptote. Now, because the degree, we have a degree 2 in our numerator, degree 1 in the denominator. If x doesn't have an exponent, it's a degree of 1. Now we can do synthetic division because it's going to have a slant asymptote. So if we do that, we're dividing by x minus 1. So this will be positive 1. And our coefficients are 1, -1, and -2. 1, -1, -2. So this means that r of x equals x really plus 0, or just x minus 2 over x minus 1. minus 2 because our remainder was negative. And here, this is where our slant asymptote comes from. So we have a slant asymptote at y equals just x or x plus 0, either way. Either way. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have questions about this, for this class, only A-Day did this. On A-Day, if you have questions, come back. We will see how we do this, how we can graph these on March, what day was that? March 10th. So if you have questions, come back March 10th, and then we will also review on March 14th before your take-home assessment. If you have questions, as always, email me, ask me through the Remind App, all of those things. I'll be glad to answer those questions.